first thing you want to do is to assemble the tracks. You can increase or decrease the length of the track by using more or less pieces. Simply tighten with the Allen screws. You do not need to over tighten. You do not need a lot of force to fully tighten the screws. Do not over tighten. Yep, that's it. Do not over tighten. It should be fully secure. Next, you probably want to decide. Most of the tracks have one master and one sub gearbox. However, in our larger sets, you might end up with 2 master gearbox, and that's normal. That's because that sometimes for the longer tracks, you might need 2 motors to drive the whole system. In this example, we have 1 master and 1 sub. Setup, decide which side that you want your master and sub gearbox to be in. The motor will always go in the master gearbox. Next, get the belt. Attach one of the belt clips to the end of the belt. Just like that. Make sure that you use the locking teeth to lock in the belt clip. Like this. You should hear a click, and now it is fully secure. If you try to pull it, it should not slip out of the belt at all. Next, take one of the carrier pieces and help you thread the belt through the track. It doesn't matter which direction. Just like that. And that's done. Once that's done, on the other side, thread the belt through one of your sub or master gearbox. Just like that. Now, using the belt, you will need to thread through the track again, using a belt clip to help you, but this time don't secure it. We're gonna have to take off this belt clip later, using a carrier piece, just to help you thread the belt through. All the way to the other side. And we can fully attach the gearbox so that it's fully secure right against the track. Now we can take the carrier piece and the belt clip away. Now we will need to cut the belt. This is quite an important part. What you need to do is to have the belt clip right against the edge of the track. Once it's at the edge, pull on the other side so that the gearbox is still fully against the track, that there's no gaps, fully against the track, and just keep pulling the belt until it's fully aligned. Just like that. So it is fully aligned, flush against the track, and you'll notice that you have loads of excess belt on the other side. So just like that. So before you cut the belt, it is important to know that right in this stage, you could be left with 2 options. You might be left with the master gearbox like this, or you might be left with the sub gearbox like this. Now, the master and the sub gearbox are 2 different sizes, which means the excess will be different depending on which part of the gearbox is left. If you have the sub gearbox, you will need to count 22 teeth. So that's 22 teeth excess. If it is the master gearbox, you will need to count 26 teeths. So in this example, so recap, if right now what you see is the master gearbox on this side, you will need to count 26 teeths. If it is the sub gearbox, you will need to count 22 teeth. So in this example, we're going to use the master gearbox. So now all I'm going to do, make sure it's aligned, and I'm going to count 26 excess teeth before I cut. 1, 2, 5, 6, 7, 26. Once you've counted 26, cut after the 26 teeth. Now, right now, once that's cut, you'll want to attach the carrier. So this is the carrier piece. Make sure that the wheels are going towards the track and the smooth edge is facing away from the track. Just like that. And it can go all the way through. Now, you will want to thread it through your gearbox. Just like that. And now you can attach the belt clip. Don't forget the locking teeth. Once that's done, you can attach the other half of the carrier. This time the wheels to be facing away, the smooth part facing towards the track. And now when they come together, it should be a perfect fit. Just like that. So next, you want to put back all the components for the carriers. Attach the extension arm. Just like that. And the screws to go through the zigzag metal arm and out towards the metal plate. Using a screwdriver, lock and secure. Again, the screws going through the zigzag metal arm, through the carrier, out into the metal plate. And now the track is nearly completed. Again, as I said, right now it could be a little bit stiff. There's a separate video to show you exactly how to do belt tension adjustment. Definitely adjust the tension before use. Now you can add the carriers. The zigzag arm should be pointing that way, so the carriers should be on the other side. Put in as many carriers as you need. Now you can loosen the screws on the tensioner. You don't need to disassemble it. You just need to loosen it so that you increase the gap. Now putting it horizontally, it should then slide into the slot allocated. And now all you need to do is lock in. Do the same to the other side. Take into tensioner, put it sideways, slot into the slot, and tighten. And the track is now completed. Now you can decide whether you need to do some belt tension adjustment. or not.